Welcome back. While the City of Tshwane's revolving door of mayor continues, on Friday a meeting meant to elect a new mayor once again collapsed.
The DA walked out of the sitting. It accused the Speaker of allowing the participation of councillors who had their memberships terminated. And as Pule Letshwiti-Jones reports, while the council chaos continues, of course, who suffers? The residents, because we are desperate for service delivery.
Over the past 8 years, the City of Tshwane has had 5 mayors, 4 of them coming from a DA-led coalition and 1 from an ANC and EFF alliance, namely Solim Simanga, Stevens Mukhalapa, Abel Tao as acting mayor, Randall Williams and Dr. Murungwa Makwarela. On the 1st of March, the former Speaker of Council, Makwarela, who is a genetic engineer by training, was elected as the executive mayor of Tshwane.
Starting from after this interview, I'll begin to run my broad consultation processes so that we quickly appoint mayoral committee members who have a lot of work to do insofar as service delivery is concerned.
But COPE's celebrations didn't last long. Almost a week later, the City of Tshwane had no mayor yet again. COPE's Makwarela was disqualified as a councillor after he allegedly produced a fake insolvency rehabilitation certificate over his 2016 insolvency matters. Makwarela had said he did nothing wrong. He insisted that he was rehabilitated and was reinstated shortly after providing a document allegedly proving this.
As you would have seen, that the narrative that is driven is that I'm bankrupt, I'm insolvent and all these things, but nonetheless I have complied with the request of the city manager, and hence you see me here because the city manager rescinded my exclusion as both a councillor and mayor of the city.
But it later emerged from the chief registrar in the office of the Chief Justice that they had no knowledge of the documents submitted by Makwarela, and no rehabilitation order had been issued by the court to parties named in the document. Hours later, the party's top brass confirmed that Makwarela had resigned as a councillor and a COPE member following the scandal.
We also want to officially announce that he have resigned from his position as mayor and as councillor. He has also resigned as a member of the Congress of the People. He's no more a member of the Congress of the People. I must tell you that that was what we have said to Makwarela long time ago, that this thing will put him into very serious problems.
The former mayor's problems seemingly continued to pile up as the city said it had asked the Hawks to probe Makwarela further.
So we have asked the Hawks to look into that and confirm the veracity thereof. The second other thing that we have asked the Hawks to look into is the document which he called a court order, which he presented to the city manager last Thursday, which appears to be fraudulent. So those are basically the 2 issues that we have asked the Hawks to look into.
A week later, a council sitting was called by the city manager to elect a speaker. The DA-led coalition fielded Khulufela Murudi from Action SA, while the ANC and EFF fielded Ncedi Ncwanana as their speaker candidate. And after hours of deliberating and finally voting, Ncwanana emerged victorious. But 69 of the DA's votes were declared spoiled by the IEC. A week later, the Speaker called for Council to elect a mayor. But the meeting wasn't fruitful as the DA-led multi-party coalition abandoned the council session. Action SA terminated the membership of 2 of its councillors on the very same day of the mayoral election, a move that would be costly to the multi-party coalition. Therefore, the DA argued that the Speaker would be wrong to continue with council, knowing very well that there were councillors whose memberships had been terminated by council. This meant no mayor in the metro yet again.
The law is clear. Once the membership of a councillor of a political party is terminated, that person is no longer a councillor. But it's clear that the ANC-EFF coalition depends for its victory here today, electing its puppet mayor. It depends on the support of those two expelled Action SA members. We also have serious doubts about a councillor of Cope, who apparently has 2 ID numbers. And so there are serious concerns about the legal status of that person as a candidate and a member of this council.
Meanwhile, the ANC in Gauteng led scores of members on a march to Tshwane House to protest about the lack of service delivery in the city.
They have claimed that they are in charge in Tshwane and they do the best, and where they govern better. Tshwane is an opposite of that. We have been able to demonstrate with empirical evidence about things that we have done. But what we have seen is a skewed development and delivery in this place. The black townships have actually deteriorated in terms of their situation.
But it's no secret that one of the country's leading municipalities remains in limbo. For now, residents are pinning their hopes on the political squabbling to end in council and a resumption of service delivery. Pule Letshwiti-Jones in Pretoria.